What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's stream. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, you guys are having a good week. It's almost the weekend. And we just got some exciting news, a potential Scream 7 update as far as casting. Supposedly, someone has been casted as Sidney Prescott's daughter. I did just post a full-length video about this on the channel. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. This was like a couple hours ago. But supposedly the actress I'm sorry, you guys. I have an impersonator in the chat who keeps pretending to be me. And they got started early in the chat, so I apologize. If you see someone in the chat who looks like me, pretending to be me, but says crazy things, it's not me, just so you know. Most of you who have been here during the live streams already know this, but anyway, the actress Isabel May has reportedly been casted as Sidney's daughter. Let's see who we got here. We have Oliver. Hey, Oliver, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Let's get some music going here. 1 second. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, Ray. Hey, Denisha. Hey, Alex. Hey, Kenzie. What other movies or TV has she done? So the big one that I heard that she's done is 1883, which is a prequel show for Yellowstone. I have not seen the show. I haven't seen any of her work. But I heard that she was really good in 1883. Yellowstone I haven't really seen other than a few episodes in the first season, but I've never seen 1883, which is the prequel show. But I've been hearing that she's good in that. So hopefully, I imagine she'll be good in Scream 7. Ray says, I'm calling it now. She joined Stu's cult. I mean, obviously, you guys know I think Stu's alive. He'll be leading this cult. I don't know if Sidney's daughter would necessarily join the cult, but I would love for Stu to try to recruit her into the cult. I think that would be a pretty interesting storyline. Yes, Ghostface cult in Scream 7. We've been speculating this for years now at this point, but there was a rumor pretty recently, like a couple months ago, that there will be a Ghostface cult going after Sidney. In this rumor, they didn't mention if Stu would be leading the cult, but I mean, that is the popular theory that Stu's going to be leading the cult. So if there is a Ghostface cult going after Sidney, I would imagine it's going to be Stu's cult. Who's your favorite dog in movies or TV, and do you think they would survive Ginger Snaps? I don't think any dog would survive Ginger Snaps, unfortunately. That is a sad movie for dogs. Favorite one, though? I don't know. I guess because we're talking about Scream, I'm going to go with Sidney's dog in Scream 3. Hey, Cody, thank you. Yes, everyone here who is watching right now, I see there are about 22 people. Please give the stream a like. It definitely helps out the channel. She looks related to Emma Roberts. I could see that, I guess. When I just posted my video a couple hours ago, a lot of people were saying that she kind of looks like she could be related to Kirby, which I definitely could see. I guess it's just the blonde hair, really, that kind of makes her look like Kirby. And I said, I wonder if um, she will be dyeing her hair brown for the movie to kind of look more related to Sydney. Um, no, so the movie is not coming out in early 2025. It's coming out early 2026. So by the time the new year comes around, 2025, it'll be a year until Scream 7 comes out. The release date for Scream 7 is February, I think 26th or 27th, 2026, late February of 2026. Thanks, Cody. I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. I hope you have a good one too. Okay, so Isabel May is supposedly in Young Sheldon. Never seen that show either. But I know that show is pretty popular. She's been in quite a few things, apparently. I was looking at her IMDb, but I have not seen any of the stuff that she's been in. Just so you guys know, we can also get into some Scream theories and stuff, just like always. So if you have any theories or anything you want to talk about, you can start dropping them in the chat. We can also talk about some other horror as well. You know, whatever we want to get into. Hey, Ghostface. Oh, that's actually a good point. Sydney's daughter would technically be related to Jill Roberts. I hadn't thought about that. Hey, SMF. Yeah, a bunch of people were saying earlier that she kind of looks like she could be related to Kirby, which I can definitely see. If you had to pick a favorite killer except for Stu, definitely Billy. Billy's my second favorite. You know, gotta go with the two originals. But other than Stu and Billy, Jill would definitely be my third favorite. Yes, February 27th, 2026, Scream 7 release date. So that is about, let's see, a year and 2 months. It's honestly not that long, you guys. It'll be here before we know it. And like I always say, that just leaves more time for theories and speculation. Half the fun for me, at least, is talking about it with you guys and coming up with theories and what we think is going to happen. So I'm not too worried about, you know, how long it's going to take for it to come out. It'll be here before we know it. We have a super chat from the Willmeister. Thank you so much. You said I've missed a lot of your streams because I've been sick. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're feeling better. You also said I have some questions for you. Are you doing a tribute stream for Tony Todd? What are your thoughts on Ghostface being in Mortal Kombat? I don't really plan on doing a tribute stream for him. Super sad, you know, but I don't really plan on doing a tribute stream. But what are your thoughts on Ghostface being in Mortal Kombat? I think it's so cool. I'm not a gamer. I don't play the game. But I think it's so cool that Ghostface is being featured in the game. And I watched the trailer for it because a bunch of you guys were telling me I got to check out the trailer. The trailer was cool. And then I saw that Billy Loomis is actually under the mask, which I thought was really cool. Skeet Ulrich even posted a story to his Instagram. I think it was yesterday he posted it, or the day before, that it was such an honor to be featured in the game. I can't believe they did that, honestly. That's so cool that Skeet Ulrich is actually under the mask. But yeah, I think it's super cool that Ghostface is in the game. But like I said, I don't play it. I'm not a gamer, but still super cool. Thank you so much, Willmeister, for your super chat. We've missed you here in the streams. I hope you're feeling better. But thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see. It would be very interesting if Gail and Dewey have a daughter who appears in Scream in the future. That would be cool, but I don't know if they would do that. I feel like we already would have known at this point if they had a kid. Who wins, Jill or Amber? I feel like Jill would win. Jill's a little bit more on the crazy side. People have been getting hyped up about Scream 7 since 2022. Yeah, we're always looking forward to the next Scream movie. Yes, I am currently streaming on my main channel, my second channel, and my Twitch account. Please, everyone here, please subscribe to my second YouTube channel. The link is down in the description, as well as my Twitch account. The link is down below. Hello, welcome to the stream. Favorite killer except for Ghostface? I guess Michael Myers. I was a big fan of Halloween even before I was like obsessed with Scream. I loved Halloween as a kid. Did you always believe Stu was alive since the original, or was a theory developed over time? I don't know. I feel like once Scream 5 was announced, that is kind of when I started getting into the Stu theory. I was kind of aware of the theory even before Scream 5, but I guess once they announced that the franchise was coming back, that's when I was like, ooh, maybe they will do this. And then after watching Scream 5, I noticed all of the Stu clues that were in Scream 5. So I definitely think the fifth movie kind of ignited that for me. Favorite Scream movie except for the original, definitely Scream 4. That is my favorite sequel. Hey, Derek. Hey, Michael. My week is going great. I hope yours is too. With Sydney's new family life, I wonder if she would also have a dog like in Scream 3. It's possible for sure. I agree. I think Scream 7 will definitely be worth the wait. I have super high hopes for it. You know, Sydney being the main focus again, Kevin Williamson being the director. I think it's going to be good. I have a feeling it's going to be better than 5 and 6. Hey, Nate. So Isabel May, she supposedly is confirmed to be Sydney's daughter in the movie. I still kind of am taking it with a grain of salt, um, just because, um, for me, I feel like nothing is set in stone until someone like Nev Campbell or Kevin Williamson announces it, but some pretty reliable sources have been talking about this. In fact, let me try to pull up this article. Okay, so Deadline is one of the many reliable sources that, reported on this. The headline reads, let's see. Scream 7 Isabel May is set to play Sidney Prescott's daughter. And then the first thing they say in the article is, we have confirmed that 1883 actress Isabel May is definitely playing Nev Campbell's daughter. The deal is locked in, they said in this article. So, I guess this is as official as we can get for now. But like I said, I am kind of still just waiting on a little bit more confirmation. I don't know, but it's looking good for this. I think this is a pretty solid rumor. We have another super chat from the Woolmeister. Thank you so much. Let's see, what did you say? I know the Wayans brothers are coming back for Scary Movie 6, and I know Regina Hall is interested in coming back. I've heard murmurs of Anna Faris, but most intriguingly, I saw you posted that Ghostface is returning. Is that true? Yeah, apparently. So, what's his name? Dave Sheridan, who played Doofy in the original, Doofy slash Ghostface, he said recently, like a week ago, that the only thing that he can confirm is that Ghostface is back. Now, I will admit, I'm a little confused on what he had to say because he didn't say that he would be returning. He didn't say that the character Doofy is returning or that he will be in it, but he said that Ghostface is back, which we kind of were assuming because I think it was Marlon Wayans who did a post on Instagram posing in a picture posing with the Ghostface from Scary Movie, from the original Scary Movie. But Marlon Wayans never really said anything about Ghostface other than the photo that he posted. But yeah, according to Dave Sheridan, Ghostface is back, which I'm super pumped about. And I say in the video, like, what was I going to say? Oh, that Scream is more relevant than ever, with the return of the franchise, Scream 5, Scream 6. Scream, the franchise, is possibly more relevant than ever before. So it only makes sense for the return of Scary Movie to make fun of the Scream franchise yet again. Thank you so much for your super chat, Will Meister. I hope Regina Hall comes back and Anna Faris. I feel like they have to with the return of the Wayans brothers. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully we start getting some more news on that movie as well, because it comes out in 2025 before Scream 7 even comes out. So hopefully we get some news on that soon. But yes, apparently Ghostface is back. Thank you, Will Meister, for the $20. That is very generous of you. Let's see. Favorite Scream movie? Definitely the original, but after the original, Scream 4. Violet McGraw from Megan may be the younger daughter. I did hear this rumor. This rumor broke a couple months ago, maybe like 2, 3 months ago. Um, but we really haven't heard anything about that since the rumor first broke. So I don't know. She definitely would be good. She's definitely a talented actress for such a young age. Hello, thanks for watching from Twitch. Yeah, a bunch of people have this theory that one of Sydney's kids will be Ghostface. I am not a huge fan of this theory. I don't know, but it's possible, and it definitely would be a good twist if it happened. Like, I would be shocked for sure. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I have high hopes for Scream 7. I think it'll be good. I think we're in good hands. Um, Sydney's back. Nev Campbell's a producer. Kevin Williamson is the director. What would you do if Sydney dies next movie from Stu, but in Scream 8, Sam kills Stu? I wouldn't be too mad at that. As much as I want to see Sydney live, I could also see Scream 7 being her final movie, whether she dies or not. Even if she lives, I could see it being her final movie. Um, and if anyone is going to kill her, I do think it should be Stu to kind of bring everything full circle. Um, and like I have said, I would like Stu to get away with it at the end of 7 to carry over into Scream 8, and then to have Sam return in Scream 8 and kill Stu. That would actually be pretty cool. So, wouldn't be too mad at this. Ooh, I gotta plug in my laptop. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, it's looking like it's true. If she does play Sydney's daughter, I think there has to be a time jump for it to make sense time-wise. And there were some rumors broke several months ago that there would be a time jump in Scream 7 of like 3 to 5 years, which would make sense because we all assume that Sydney did not have kids in Scream 4 in 2011. So the earliest she could have had a kid is 2012, which that means in Scream 5, her oldest kid would be 10. And then by the time Scream 7 comes out 4 years later, that would make her oldest kid 14. But if there's a time jump, like the rumors suggest, that would make her kid like 17 or older. So that would make sense. Hey, Tyler. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Sydney's daughter being a killer. But Jill returning, I am a fan of Joe returning. I would love for that to happen. Have you watched the Stab Forward Knife of Doom fan film? Because I thought it was good. I have not. I honestly don't really watch a lot of fan films, but I gotta get into it. Um, at this point, though, I probably won't get into fan films until after once January hits because I'm in full Christmas mode, watching Christmas movies every single night. So I'll give it a watch in January. We need Brenda Meeks from the Scary Movie franchise to cross over to Scream in the future. Imagine they do a crossover like that. Hey, Reaper Kid. Rank the following: Jason, Freddy, Ghostface, Leatherface, Chucky, Pennywise, Art the Clown, and the Creeper. That's a lot of people. Um, hmm. I guess one would be Ghostface, two would be Michael, um, three, the Creeper, four, Chucky, five, Art the Clown, six, Jason, seven, Freddy, eight, Pennywise, and nine, Leatherface. I heard Scream 7 is going to be like 4, dark, terrifying, and bloody with gore. That's what I was hoping. I hope so too. You know, Scream 4 is my favorite sequel. I definitely think 5 and 6, as much as I love them, don't even come close to 4, or at least Screams 1 through 4. Um, yeah, I hope with Scream 7 we kind of return to the magic of the first 4. Hey RJ, yes, we were just talking about this. Isabel May is supposedly confirmed to be playing Sydney's daughter. Nev and Courtney are confirmed, just waiting for Patrick Dempsey to be next. Yeah, so Nev is definitely confirmed. Courtney, however, I don't doubt that she'll be back. And there's been these rumors that she is back, but I honestly don't consider it to be confirmed for Courtney. Like I said, I don't doubt she'll be back, but I don't take any of it as an official announcement for her yet. I'm waiting for it to come from directly from the mouths of Courtney, Nev, or Kevin. And nothing like that has happened. It's kind of just been speculation or going off of what Courtney had to say at some kind of event that she was at. She said something like, I'm the longest running Scream Queen, so I guess I can't stop it now, which obviously is a good sign. I think she'll be back, but I still don't consider it confirmed yet for her. Patrick Dempsey as well, I think he just said pretty recently, like 3 weeks ago, I think, that he has been contacted. They have reached out to him, but they keep rewriting the scripts. So he is also not confirmed. Hopefully, hopefully we get some confirmed news soon. You know, um, filming starts in January, very soon, like once Christmas is over, which will be before we know it, um, filming starts. So we're due for some confirmed news soon, which I guess we're starting to get. Obviously, the Isabel May news just broke. And then I'm seeing on Twitter that apparently Sydney's daughter's boyfriend has been casted. Cassian Bilton, I hear, is reportedly Sydney's boyfriend. Um, this comes from Daniel RPK, who I mentioned in my video from today. He is typically a reliable source, tends to be correct on things. He has like insider information somehow. So yeah, I haven't done a video on this yet. I probably will tomorrow if I hear some more sources come out with this. But yeah, apparently Cassian Bilton is playing Sydney's daughter's boyfriend. I did hear once the Isabel May news broke last night and today, I did hear that we're going to be getting some more cast updates in the next couple days. So we will see. Definitely stay tuned on the channel. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Make sure all your notifications are turned on so that you don't miss out when I do post an update. Hey Leah, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Least favorite Scream, probably Scream 3. Hey Dino. I don't know too much about Isabel May. Only thing I seen her in was Young Sheldon. Yeah, I don't know much about her at all. I haven't seen her in anything. Someone earlier mentioned she's in Young Sheldon, which obviously is a popular show. Never seen it though. And she is also in 1883, which is the prequel show for Yellowstone, which I've also never seen, but apparently she is really good in that. So, I imagine she'll be good in Scream 7. I'll tell you what I did like. The Billy Vision Sam had, it was good to see that boy again. Yeah, that honestly was some of my favorite parts of Scream 5 and 6. I know there's a lot of people out there who actually didn't like it. But I honestly love to see Billy again. I thought it was such a creative, interesting way for fans to see him again. Um, I think Skeet's performance was so good. And once the news broke that Melissa Barrera was fired from Seven, I obviously was devastated about that. And then one of my first thoughts was, oh no, we're not going to see Billy again. But some people think that Sydney could possibly have some Billy hallucinations, which I do think is possible. It's not too far-fetched if that were to happen, because Sydney does have a lot of trauma. She's been through so much, and some side effects or symptoms of trauma are like hallucinations or flashbacks. So Sydney could definitely see Billy again. Yes, I would love to see Joel come back. He's honestly one of my favorite characters. Um, I really thought we were going to see him in Scream 6, just because Scream 6, mirrored Scream 2 in a lot of ways. And actually, we found out a few months ago in the original version of Scream 6, he was going to come back. This was back when um, Nev Campbell was still going to return in Scream 6. And then, Joel was supposed to also come back briefly. And then um, once Nev Campbell dropped out, they reworked the script, I guess, and got rid of Joel. I was thinking of a different actress who could play Sydney's daughter. Who would that be? Hey, Jamie. My Terrifier ranking. This is tough. I feel like I go back and forth all the time. It definitely could change over time. It honestly might be 2, 3, 1. I definitely think 1 is in last place right now, but it's tough for me to decide between 2 and 3, honestly. I have to give 3 another watch to kind of really determine my true ranking. Fan films are great. I honestly haven't seen that many, but I just love the idea of fans making their own movies. I love the passion and the love for the franchises, especially like, as me being someone who loves to watch the movies in the franchise. And then once you've seen every movie, you kind of crave another movie. So to see a fan film is pretty exciting. Talking about Scary Movie crossover, Tori Spelling was in both Scream 2 and Scary Movie 2. This is true. In fact, she's not the only actor who was in both franchises. I did a video on this several months ago, where you can check it out on the channel. It's called like Scream actors who were also in Scary Movie. So Tori Spelling is one of them. Jenny McCarthy, she was in Scream 3 and Scary Movie 3. Also, Jerry O'Connell was in Scream 2 and I think he was in Scary Movie 5. Anthony Anderson is another one. He was in Scream 4 and one of the Scary Movies. I can't remember which one, either 3 or 4. There might be a fifth actor, but I can't remember. But those are 4 actors who were in both franchises, which I think is so funny. Yes, exactly. Just like I was saying. Yes, I would love Skeet Ulrich to be in a flashback in Scream 7. That's something we talk about a lot on the channel as well. Scream 7 is going to be around the 30-year anniversary of Maureen Prescott's murder. So to see a flashback to that night and to see Billy and Stu killing Maureen would be so amazing. Also, maybe we'll find out something new from that night, like Christina Carpenter was involved in that night. Maybe she was an accomplice or she knew what they were up to. That would definitely be cool. We have another super chat from the Willmeister. Thank you. You said, I didn't mind Sam's visions of Billy Loomis, at least in Scream 5. Always great seeing him. But was he in Scream 6? Also, Stu having visions makes more sense than Sydney to me. He was in Scream 6 also. I don't think he shows up until the shrine scene. when they first go to the shrine, Sam is on the stage with all of the Ghostface costumes, and she approaches, you know, the Billy Loomis costume in the glass casing, and she sees a reflection of Billy. Um, that might be the only time he shows up. Um, he might show up in the final act also, but it's always in the shrine when they get to the shrine. Um, yeah, I loved seeing him in 5 and 6. Stu having visions makes more sense than Sydney to me. Yeah, I mean it's possible. It definitely could work. If they wanted to do that, it definitely could work. Um, before Melissa Barrera was fired, when we still thought she was going to be in 7, something that I said to you guys that I would love to see was if Stu returns and Sam has a scene with him, and while she's talking to Stu, she gets a hallucination of Billy at the same time. So that way we could have seen Billy and Stu on screen together at the same time. That would have been so good. Um but yeah, I guess Stu could also have visions. That could make sense. Um but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm so excited for Scream 7, you guys. I cannot wait. Um, but thank you so much for all of your super chats, Willmeister. I seriously appreciate it. Let's see, where was I in the chat? No, I would not like Joel to be one of the killers. He's too smart for that. Who knows? I guess Sydney's daughter's boyfriend could be one of the killers. I feel like that would be a little too predictable. I definitely could see the boyfriend more so being a red herring. But I don't know, maybe the writers would think, because you know how it's like always the love interest? Maybe they think the daughter's love interest wouldn't be that predictable, even though I think it would be. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, Alex, you're right. Today is the 1-year anniversary of Melissa Barrera's firing. I realized that late last night because I posted about it on TikTok last year, and every day TikTok will show you whatever video you posted a year ago. Like they'll show you like on this day a year ago, this is what you posted. And after midnight last night, I saw the video that I posted last year that Melissa Barrera was fired on this day a year ago, right before Thanksgiving. It's honestly so crazy how quickly time flies, honestly. Um, let's see. I feel like Sydney will meet her demise. Nev can't stop that. If they want to kill her off, they will. She doesn't own the character. This is true. I've heard people say though that apparently she has in her contract that she can never die. I don't know how true this is. This could just be a rumor. Um if it's true, that kind of sucks because it kind of takes the suspense out of things. But I'm with you. I feel like they should be able to kill the character if they want to. Yeah, so I've never seen Young Sheldon, but it's a spin-off or it's a prequel for The Big Bang Theory. I watched the video about Scream 7 being one of the darkest, which is good, but I'm a little worried because Matthew Lillard thought that Scream 6 was too violent, and if Scream 7 is darker, he might not want to do it. That is a good point. I mean, I think his main issue was the violence, according to him. And I do think that they could make Scream 7 darker without violence. There's a way to do that. Um, but I guess we'll see. If Scream 7 is set in Woodsboro, how do you think Stu would lure Sydney to Woodsboro? I feel like he would have to kidnap one of her kids. I feel like that is the only way to get her to step foot back into Woodsboro. You know, in Scream 5, she says to Dewey, like, no offense, but there's no way I'm going back to Woodsboro. And then of course Dewey dies, she returns, but obviously it would take something big again for her to return. Um so I think he would have to like kidnap one of her kids. Let's see. We have another super chat from the Woolmeister. Thank you so much. You're being so generous this stream. You said, yeah, I theorized in a past stream that maybe we get a scene of someone looking at paperwork, um, drawings of past characters, and we hear their voices like Dr. Loomis in Halloween H2O in 2018. That would be interesting. Um, yeah, I feel like there's so many ways to incorporate past characters. They can definitely get creative with it. You know, flashbacks, voiceovers, like you said. Um, yeah, I hope they do some new stuff, things that we've never seen before. And you know, just like you said here, I think this would definitely be something new for the franchise. Um, you know, we've seen it in the Halloween franchise, but never in Scream. And I see we have another super chat from you, Woolmeister. Thank you so much. You said, no, I was asking why he's in Scream 6. I get Sam's whole thing, but he seemed sort of shoehorned in that movie. Also, he appears in theater when Sam grabs his knife at the end of the movie. Why was he in Scream 6? I guess just, you know, continuing with her trauma and her hallucinations. I feel like if he wasn't in Scream 6, it wouldn't make that much sense. If she had these hallucinations in Scream 5, it only makes sense for it to continue into Scream 6. I feel like if he wasn't in Scream 6, we kind of would be like, what happened to her Billy hallucinations? Is she just cured? I guess she could have been on like new medication that was working better for her. Um, but I don't know. I feel like it worked well. I think he was in it just enough. It wasn't too much, you know? It wasn't like he was in every single scene. He really was just in like two scenes in Scream 6. I think it was the perfect amount. I think it worked great. But that's just my opinion. If he's not in Scream 7, I'll be super bummed. I will be. I feel like it's not looking good for Billy's return in Scream 7. But I guess we'll see. But thank you so much for all of your super chats, Woolmeister. Seriously, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see where I was in the chat. Every time I answer a super chat, the chat kind of scrolls away from me, so I have to find where I was. I was thinking that Crystal Reed can play Sydney's daughter. I feel like she's too old. Isn't she the one who was in Teen Wolf like a decade ago at this point? I feel like she's far too old. Hey, Davey. The Never Hike Alone fan films are freaking amazing. Really dig Dylan's New Nightmare and the It's Me Billy movies as well. I've never seen any of these. I have to check them out. I was saying earlier, at this point, it's gonna wait until after Christmas, like come January. That's when I'll start getting into some fan films because I'm in full blown Christmas movie mode. But yeah, I've heard good things about Dylan's New Nightmare. I'm gonna have to give it a watch. Who do you think will die in Scream 7? Definitely Gail. I think it's Gail's time to go. She's lucky for making it out of Scream 6 alive. I think Scream 7 is her time. I also think possibly Mark Kincaid. I think he could die in Scream 7. But we shall see. It was so cool to see how hyped Skeet was about getting himself as Ghostface in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that was really cool. I almost wish I was a gamer so that I could play, but I'm not a gamer. I don't even have a game system that I could get it on. What is it? Like, is it Xbox? Is it PS5 or something like that? I literally have I'm so old school when it comes to games. I literally have Nintendo Wii from like 2007 and PS2 from 2000, 2001. That is where I'm at as far as gaming systems. If I wanted to play this game, I would have to buy a whole new system. Yeah, so I was just talking about this a few minutes ago. Apparently, Cassian Bilton is playing Sydney's daughter's boyfriend. Don't know if this is true. I'm one of those people who I'm kind of skeptical about this news that has been breaking because I feel like there's been so many rumors about Scream 7. Um, you know, even though I reported on Isabel May, I'm still not even sure about her. It's looking good for her, but I still kind of take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I did hear this about Cassian Bilton, but we'll see. I'm kind of waiting on some more info, some more sources kind of reporting on it before I do like an official video on it. But yes, this is the latest update. I did hear like last night or earlier today that we could possibly be getting some more updates in the next couple days. Um, I mean, filming starts in January, so it makes sense for some casting updates to be coming out right now. So we'll see, I guess. Melissa wasn't fired. Her contract was up after 6 and they didn't sign her back up. That's true, I guess. But obviously, I guess there was some drama about things that she said. Um, so even if her contract was up, I feel like they would have signed her up for another one if the whole thing didn't go down. So I don't know. What do you think they will do in the Kirby spinoff series or movie? I don't know. I feel like there is a lot that they could do with it. Kirby's an FBI agent now, takes a special interest in Ghostface attacks. That is a direct quote from her. So they definitely could do a lot with that. But I'm interested to see. This is another thing that in my mind, it's still kind of a rumor. I feel like this has not been officially announced, the Kirby spinoff. I'm just kind of skeptical these days about all of the news that breaks online. I feel like people just kind of come up with things. I did do a video on this, but I always say in my videos to let you guys know that nothing's really official, but I just kind of want to inform you guys on what's being talked about in the horror world or the scream world. I feel like we still don't even know if this spinoff is official, but I don't know. Yes, filming starts in January. Um, I feel like what is typical filming time? Like 3 months? So January, February, March? Filming could be wrapped in March if they get it all done in 3 months. I don't know. Um, Definitely by June though. I feel like for sure they'll be done. Since Sydney lives in Seattle, how was she able to get to Woodsboro so quickly after Dewey was killed? If I'm not mistaken, she showed up at the hospital within a few hours of Dewey's murder. Um, I mean, I feel like Woodsboro's not that far from Seattle. I don't really know, but they're both on the West Coast. Seattle is kind of right above California. So I feel like the flight would only be like what, 3 hours at most? So, I don't know, I never really saw a problem with the timeline for that, but I don't know. Speaking of Christmas movies, have you ever seen Jingle All the Way? I have. Yes. It's not, one of my favorites. It's kind of one that I just leave on in the background, kind of. I don't really, like, sit down and pay attention to it. Hey, Jamie. Thanks for tuning in and moderating as always. Always a big help. Yeah, apparently what she had to say was controversial. Um I don't think it was I don't think it required her being let go. I don't know. I feel like this all went down in like a time where things like that, I don't know. I feel like if she said it today, no one would even bat an eye. I feel like times are already changing and what she said wasn't even that controversial. So it's honestly such a bummer that this all had to happen. Wii is dope. Does that mean you will be playing The Godfather Black Hand Edition for the Wii on stream? I'm not familiar with this game, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Um, you know, so I'm new to Twitch pretty much. I signed up for Twitch a few months ago, and I know it's typically like a gaming live stream website, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to get the games streaming on the screen. Like, how do you do that? I think I need like a certain cord or something to like plug in the streaming device to the screen. I don't know how it works. So please, if someone can help me, let me know. Um, because I do come across people streaming like old school games, like literally PS2 games, and I would love to do that, but I don't know. I think there's like a converter thing. I need like a converter device to plug in the PS2 to my laptop or something to stream these games. I don't know. Yes, Isabel May is in 1883. It's a prequel to Yellowstone. I just realized that if Scream 7 is going to be like Scream 3, what should they do to mirror Scream 3 just like how they did with the other movies? I think there's so many different things that they could do. Um, Something that I've always talked about here on the channel is, so you know how in Scream 3 Randy does the videotape? Randy makes an appearance with his little videotape message. So there's a way they could mirror that. Either Dewey could have a videotape like Randy, or there could literally be another Randy videotape. Um, and I've talked about different ways they could do this. Like they could de-age Jamie Kennedy. He can cut his hair, shave his beard. So they could do some kind of videotape with either Randy or Dewey. Um, Martha Meeks making an appearance would be a way to mirror Scream 3 because she did make an appearance in Scream 3. Um, they could return to Hollywood, just like in Scream 3. You know, Gail says, Gail in Scream 6 says it's all about true crime limited series these days. So, what if Gail is, hosting this true crime show and we go back to Hollywood? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of different ways they could mirror Scream 3. Literally, like Mark Kincaid returning would be a way to mirror Scream 3 because we haven't seen him since Scream 3. They could have the voice changer again. There's so many different ways they could seriously get creative with it, for sure. Dare I ask your thoughts on Jingle All the Way 2? I don't know if I've ever seen the second one, honestly. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not a huge fan of the first one. I kind of just put it on in the background. So I don't know if I've seen the second one. Is does is Arnold Schwarzenegger in the second one, or is it just kind of like completely different sequel? I don't know. I honestly don't remember. Hey, Paul. Hey, Raggedy Man. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Dave. You can stream directly to your YouTube channel from a PlayStation 4 or 5. That's the only way I know how to do it. I think Xbox has a similar connection. I'm guessing the Wii has a way to connect too. Yeah, so like I said, I don't have a PlayStation 4 or 5. I literally have a PlayStation 2 from literally at this point, it's over 2 decades old. The PlayStation 2 came out in what? 2000, 2001? But I come across people on TikTok streaming PlayStation 2 games, like literally games that I own, like um, what is it? The Simpsons Hit and Run I have, and uh, Pac-Man. Like there's a Pac-Man World game that I have, and I see people literally streaming it on TikTok, but I don't know how to do it. I did a little research into it. I think I need some kind of device where you can plug it into the gaming system and then plug it also into your laptop to like convert it. I don't know. I have to do a little bit more research, but I think there's some device that I have to purchase. Um, but I would like to get into that, so I have to look into it. Favorite Wii game? Um, I mean, I have Mario Kart for the Wii. I also just, I guess, Wii Sports, like literally bowling on Wii Sports. So good. Yeah, I'll have to look into this. Just watched your last live stream where you talked about Tatum. She was a great character, but I hope Sid's daughter isn't the killer in Scream 7, especially if her name is Tatum. That would be devastating. I agree. I don't want Sydney's daughter to be a killer. I'll admit it would be a great twist, and I'll be shocked if it happens, but I don't know. I feel like it would put a bad taste in my mouth. We have another super chat from the Willmeister. Thank you so much. You said for almost any console, you'll need a capture card. They're cheap, especially for older consoles, and easy to set up. You'll also need a program like OBS. For PCs, you just need OBS. Interesting. I will have to do some more research on this. Capture cord or capture card. Okay, let me write this down. Capture card. Interesting. Thank you so much, Willmeister, for all of your super chats. Seriously. I appreciate it. Yeah, I would love to get into some gaming streams. Like I said, I'm not up to date on like the latest gaming consoles, but I see so many people doing retro games like PS2. literally games that I own. So I would love to do that. Wii Sports is a fun time. All right, I gotta look into this capture card. I have literally zero knowledge about this, so I appreciate you guys letting me know. If they're going to ask you about being in Scream 7 or put a video of yours about Stu being alive, how would you react? um, I would be bouncing off the walls. If I saw this message like on my phone, I would literally probably throw my phone against the wall. I would be nervous. I would be so nervous for this, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to be in Scream 7. So, I would be so excited. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with the second one for Jingle All the Way. I hardly even remember the first one. I agree. We need some mystery back in the franchise, unexpected twists and turns for sure. Apparently, there's a Stab Movies website. I am not familiar with this. I'm gonna have to check it out. Is it like a fan website or an official website? I don't know. Um, are you a sports fan? Not really, no, I'm not. Um, so I used to bartend and work in a couple different bars. So I always bartended during like football season and stuff. So I will put on football to kind of be in the background on the TV, but it's more of just like a comfort thing because it like takes me back to that time where I was bartending. But I don't even pay attention to what's going on on the TV. I have no idea what the rules are. Like, I'm not a sports fan at all. Remember though, we would like to play commercials. I don't. I don't really remember these. I'm gonna have to look it up after the stream. um, so I do think we're gonna wrap up the stream now. I'm pretty much caught up in the chat. This was a quick one. We went an hour and 15 minutes, but it always flies by. Have you seen British soaps? I have not. No, I'm really not into sports at all, honestly. Like I said, I'll put them on. I like the I love going to a bar when the sports are on and just like having everyone around me watching baseball, football, anything, basketball. But I'm really not into it. I don't even know what the rules are. I don't really pay attention, but yeah, I'm not a sports fan. Um, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. This was a blast as always. Thanks for talking Scream with me, you guys. Like I said, I did a video a few hours ago about this casting update for Scream 7. So please check it out if you have not seen it. Give it a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. And I think we're going to be getting some more news in the next couple of days. So stay tuned on the channel for that. Turn on all of your notifications so that you don't miss out on future posts from me. Because I do think we're going to get some more casting updates in the next few days. So definitely make sure your notifications are turned on. The red nails are for Christmas. From now until after Christmas, you're going to see nothing but red or green nails on me. Thank you so much, you guys. This was a blast. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. We'll see. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday night. And I will talk to you soon.